So good morning and welcome to our class this ninth day of June. And I think today, let's start by standing. I usually like to start with a reading, but I will sit back down in a little while. I want to warm up our spines. It's so important to warm up our spines so we can get energy flowing through our spinal column. So find your place, have the toes forward, knees slightly bent, tail dropped. And let's take a deep breath right here and notice the length and quality of the breath. This is our first breath of the day, in awareness maybe. And sense your body softening. And let's do two more breaths. Let's inhale up as if we could draw energy up through our bodies. And with the exhale, there's a sinking, releasing tension. Stress flows out. And let's do that one more time. You're welcome to use your arms. I like to imagine I'm moving energy up my body. And this time, let's sink down. Imagine the arches of your feet open and our roots go deep into the earth. Let them spread out. Our roots are porous. So through our roots, we can let go of stress and tension, pain. But we also absorb earth medicine, vitamins, and minerals. Let's gather from the earth, bringing energy through the core. Feel yourself rising. Interlace the fingers at the heart. And then let's push up. And this is a wonderful stretch. If your shoulders are impaired, keep your hands by your ears or so. It won't stretch out your shoulders or stress them out. But if you can, flex your palms to the sky, widen your fingers, gaze upwards, and begin to wiggle your body. This should feel really good. Take a deep breath, and then let the hands go down and out to the side. This is called up and out. We can reach into the earth. Inhale up. Interlace the fingers. Exhale. And now we're connecting to the heavenly energy. We connected to earth, an external energy source. And now we connect to heaven. So the sun, the moon, the sky, the stars. And let's surround ourselves with starlight. Just imagine you are part of the universe is part of you. And let's do one more. And in Qigong, we coordinate movements with the breath. So I encourage you to slowly as you inhale, no rushing. Exhale. Take an extra breath in, just reach, wiggle. You can climb the ladder to heaven if you like. And with your next inhale, flex your palms and clear any energy that might be around you that's not helpful. Let's go ahead and roll our shoulders. You can roll your neck. Maybe shift the weight side to side. And let's do some hip circles. Nice deep breath. We're good to warm up our joints, warm up our energy, get it going, get the blood flowing. And then let's place our hands on the kidneys. So this particular movement is called stirring the beans to make the curd. Hands on the kidneys. And I like it because it wakes up our lower lumbar spine, our sacrum, and also gets blood and energy flowing in our kidneys. And in Chinese medicine, the kidneys are the source of our vitality, our life force. Let's go the other direction. You can massage your kidneys if you like, get energy to move a little bit more, or you can pound. I'm using my fist pounding. Deep breath. And then give yourself a little shake. Exhale through your mouth. Let's begin a little bounce. For now, my feet are flat on the floor, flat on the ground. And I'm sensing my ankles, my knees, my hips. And then let's lift and lower our shoulders. just a big loose body. Let your arms flop around. Give your hands a little shake. Shake your elbows. Shake your head. And then shake your tail like happy dog. Exhale through the mouth. We're dislodging stuck energy. I like to imagine gray smoke leaving my body. And then let's bring in a little bounce. So there's a slight rising. I'm rising up on my heels. You can do fast or slow. That is actually very good for the bones. Strengthens the bones if you have osteoporosis. And it also charges up our electrical system. It's like a reset. Good. And let's get this out of the way. This is a blither. And here we shake and we release any stress, tension, irritation, frustration, fear, anger, whatever it is that you don't want to hang on to. It looks kind of ridiculous. I can't see you. I'm too far from the screen. You can see me, but and it looks like this. And it's like we have a tantrum. And you can close your eyes, smile to yourself, and shake it out and verbalize or let it out vocally too. Throw it away. Push it away. Shake it out. You can shake your fists up to the sky. Animals shake when they're traumatized, so it's a natural thing to do. But we humans are so well behaved, we do not do this. So let's do one more. Give it your best. Oh, sorry if I was a little loud there. Oof. And then let's come back to toes forward, knees slightly bent, tail dropped, soft belly. And let's raise our arms up to about the solar plexus. So we're not up here. This is too much tension. Keep it down, hands by the belly button, by the ribs. And then close your eyes and observe. What do you feel in your body? How is your breath? And what's your mind thinking about? And this is called tree pose, or also known as wuji. But for today, tree. So we've established our roots. Let's begin to stretch from the waist up. Drop the chin slightly, lengthen the back of the neck. Imagine the crown of your head opening up to the sky. And here we receive blessings, wisdom from the ancestors, and connect to the infinite, boundless universe. Top half of the body floating up, bottom half of the body sinking down. Let's stay here for 3 breaths, softening. Relaxing. Now stay for 3 more breaths as we bring in our points of focus. The first point of focus with the breath is you find more space in your spine. Maybe the tail sinks a little lower, the neck and head rise up. The second point of focus is an awareness of the breath. Breathe into your belly. Bring it into the ribs and the chest and back. And as you exhale, notice your body move and flowing down, but find the bottom of your breath, that point of emptiness. Then the third point of focus is for the mind. Let's smile to our minds as if we could smile at our favorite pet. And slowly roll the palms upward. Let's come into standing sage. The palms are up and we bring in a little arch. Again, we're going to look up towards the sky. The heart is open. And when we can practice standing sage, let's stretch our pectoral muscles. So we want to feel a big stretch across the chest and then feel it in your shoulders, creating more space. Sense your your upper arms. the elbow, the forearms reach out, and then spread the wrists wide. We open the palms. Sage pose. This implies wisdom. Let's reach up for the wisdom of the ancestors, the wisdom of the universe. And let's do our first slow bath of the day. So I'd like to imagine a beam of light, warm, loving energy flowing into my head. My neck relaxes, shoulders begin to soften to receive. Just sensing the body softening. Hands will end up at the sides, fingers down to the earth. Imagine them dripping off extra energy. And then give yourself a little shake. Checking alignment with the feet and legs, let's ring the temple bell. And this is a twist. It's a spinal twist. Let's do slow motion first. Look over the shoulder, bring the hands back. Place the hands on your body. Look over the other shoulder. And then it speeds up. And notice that every time I'm tapping somewhere on my body, and when we tap, it's like a gentle massage, moving blood and energy. I like to imagine my spine is like a wet towel, and I'm wringing it out as I twist, wringing out stress, tension, worry. Awareness to the lower lumbar, maybe tap it with your back hand. And then let's tap the pubis in the front. So back hand on the tailbone, front hand on the pubis. Thank your elimination organs and sexual organs. And thank the sacrum, the foundation of your spine with the tail. Let's bring the hands up towards the navel, front and back side. Deep breath, thanking digestive organs. And then place the hands on the ribs. So it's a little bit of a crossover, the center line. Back ribs, the kidneys, thank you, kidneys. The right side's your liver, the gallbladder. Left side, spleen, stomach, pancreas. Thank you, organs. And then you can make a fist or you can do a gentle tap on the sternum. Thank you, thymus and immune system. Deep breath. And onto your heart and lungs. Thanking our major organs. And then let's bring the arm over the shoulder. Give yourself a pat on the back. Little tricep stretch. And then let the arms be heavy as if you were holding weights. Look behind you. Let's do 3 more each side. And good. Let's return to tree pose. Let's do our 3 points of focus. The first one is a breath, breathing into the vertebra in your spine, creating more space. Exhale fully. And then conscious breath, inflating your body. And then deflating and finding that empty point. We call that the moment of immortality. And smiling to your mind. Let's breathe in happiness. Feel connected to the earth, to the sky, and to nature all around you. One more deep, slow breath here. And let's bring the energy of happiness into our body. So we're holding the tree, and imagine I'm holding happiness. And my body's a sponge as I bring the energy of happiness right into my body. Let's do a little side bending. And this also is a spiral. It's called Gathering Starlight. And so the names are beautiful in Qigong and it invokes the imagination. So we bring one hand across the body and then the palm goes up. We reach out, find that nice slow stretch on the side of your body. And then the hand comes overhead, palm is still up. Then we reach out to the other side. We're stretching the other ribs. And then the palm comes into the belly. The arm comes up, get the palm to face the sky. Imagine you're gathering all the stars in the sky, trillions of suns, and bring them into your belly, the lower dantian. Lower dantian's our energy center for our physical being. Let's add the breath. Inhale and exhale, guiding starlight into your body. I like to shift the weight. I just get an extra little stretch, and then I come back to center, and then I shift the weight to the other side. And follow your breath. As a young girl, I used to make wishes on stars. I should do that again. Wishing on stars, gathering the energy of that wish into your body. So think about what you wish for. By thinking it, you're letting the universe know this is what I want, this is what I need. And it doesn't judge you. You want material things or love. Let's do 3 more total. Oh, here's actually 1 more each side. Here we go. Oh, make it good. Make it meaningful. Both hands rest on your belly. Imagine the universe, the stars in your body flowing into every cell, energizing you. And then let's slide the hands up to the heart. And in Chinese medicine, the heart is called the middle dantian, the elixir field of our thoughts and emotions. And let the starlight light up any darkness that you might be feeling. And then slide your hands up to the third eye on the forehead between the eyebrows. This is our spiritual center. Imagine your head filled with stars. Deep breath in. And then let's release the stars back into the sky. So there's a gesture of opening and surrounding yourself with starlight. Let's return to tree. This is like Shavasana, but there's intention. We do our 3 points of focus. Drop your tail, lengthen the spine, deep breath, chin slightly tucked. And then a full conscious breath, noticing the length and quality. Finding the top, finding the bottom. And let's breathe in peace of mind. The third focus is our brain. We just want to bring it back to something helpful. I like peace of mind. And again, sensing the energy in your arms. We just thought about peace of mind. Let's inhale, rise up a little bit. And with the exhale, absorb peace into your body. Relax, soften, connect to earth and sky, and smile to yourself. There's a Taoist concept of the inner smile, which I really enjoy. If we're inwardly smiling, it's like we're the spectators watching life pass us by or pass by and noticing, enjoying, being peaceful. And then give yourself a little shake. Notice how you're feeling. And we'll do our another spinal exercise. So we've twisted, we've side bend and spiraled, and now we're going to arch and fold. Let's start slowly here. I'm going to go a little to the side. Let's start but with flowing motion. So we inhale as the palms go up, and there's a slight arch as we look up. And then the exhale, the arms float down, and let's gaze at the ground. Inhale. Just lift the neck for now. And exhale. Reach. Can you feel your neck stretching? Can you tuck your chin? Relax your shoulders. One more, just with the head. And then bend the knees and let's begin to open the temple gate. So the arms either stay at the head if your shoulders are compromised, and you find that lovely arch, pulling the elbows back. And then make gentle fists, bring the fist towards your navel, and drop the tail, tuck your chin. And it might feel good to tuck your tail a little bit. The inhale, we flow up. If your shoulders are fine, lift and push as if you're parting the sky. It's a gentle push, more like just being underwater. There's a little resistance. Pause at the bottom of your breath. Inhale. I like to imagine I'm pushing away obstacles, clearing my path. Exhale brings us into the curl. Find the shoulder blades widening, nice stretch for the thoracic spine. What are you clearing away? And then what are you inviting in? Universe is your oyster. Anything is possible. Let's do 3 more slowly as you can go. Opening the temple gate. That implies opening up to enlightenment, gifts, education, and then bringing the wisdom, the gifts of the temple into our being, our temple. Last 2, see if you can go slower. Find the pause and maybe find a little extra stretch between the inhale and exhale. Last one. And let's stay in our forward bend for a moment. Hold it, stretch, tuck your chin, tuck your tail, widen your shoulder blades. And then let's go into an easy forward bend. Not forcing, just allowing, observing. See where your body naturally stops and take a breath there. Say yes with your head and then no. And then let your head be as heavy as a bowling ball. Imagine the neck lengthening. Let's give our tails a little shake, just a gentle, not a fast shake, creating more space in our hip socket. And then relax. Give your shoulders a shake, feeling the space and spaciousness of your shoulder socket. And then give your head a little yes and no, little shake. And then let's bring our awareness to our feet and then the knees. Bend your knees, find a little squat, push into the earth, roll up slowly. Restack your vertebra, placing one on top of the other with a pillow of air in between. Return to tree. Sink your roots, let the tree top go high. Slow conscious breath. Hold it at the top. And then relax, let it slide out. Feel your body softening, getting heavier. And find the bottom of the breath, emptiness. And then inhale, smiling to your mind, imagining light all around you. Tall, standing tree, rooted, grounded, always reaching up towards the sky. And then bring the tree energy into your being. So we lower the hands, absorbing the wisdom of the trees, connecting. Now let's move into a little spontaneous movement. This is where you observe how your body wants to move. We've stretched our spines, we've worked our shoulders a little bit, and just see what happens. We're getting energies to move. And maybe this is a time of meditation for you. Maybe that's what you need. I'm just seeing what feels good. A lot of times most of the time I close my eyes when I do Qigong because I want to have inner awareness. I don't want distractions. So I know you want to watch me see what I'm doing, but this part is unique to you. Anything goes here. And we'll go for about a minute. You can go fast or slow. See what you need. Deep, slow breath. Kind of like dancing. I love dancing. And when I dance, I'm really focused on my body. What does it feel like? What needs to move? Smile to yourself, inner smile. Let's go for another 20 seconds. Find a touch your body, get energy and blood to flow. And then wherever you are, bring it into a gentle sway, like a tree blowing in the breeze. No resistance. Lengthen the spine, deep breath. Conscious breath. Let your body sway and move wherever it wants to go. And let's breathe in flexibility. Flexibility to change our minds, change plans, to forgive, and good. Let's bring it back to stillness. If you want, you can bring your hands up to tree, and I invite you to drift for 3 breaths. Let yourself go. Notice and drift. And when you're ready, allow the hands to come down. There was a request for a little bit of dragon this week. And so dragons are mystical, immortal beings. And they represent kindness and power. And let's invoke the dragon energy. So we reach behind and out and in front of us, bringing in the energy of magic and mystical qualities, breathing fire, swimming, flying. And the dragon represents the emperor in China. So we are benevolent. We take care of everyone in our kingdom. Let's do one more. Imagining you as a dragon. What color are you? Do you have wings? Are you a wingless dragon? And then let's float one elbow up. Let the wrist float up to about shoulders and the fingers to the sky. This is called the dragon washes its face. So imagine you have a snout. There's a gentle twist, and from the back of the head, there's a little push as if we're cleaning off our snout. And then the other elbow rises to the head, the wrist, the fingers, and we twist the other way, brushing. Start with the elbow, wrist, fingers. Exhale as you push and twist. I like to imagine I'm clearing thoughts out of my head, releasing. It's just gentle. It's not a purge, just a gentle guiding. Whatever you're obsessing about, ruminating about, let it go just for now and smile at your playful dragon. Let's do two more each side, coordinating with the breath, moving as slowly as you can, pushing away the politics of the day, the concerns. And what are we replacing this with? Well, I would say being peaceful, being curious, taking yourself into nature. Last one, bathing your mind and spirit with love. And let's reach out with the other arm. Let's embrace tiger. The wrists cross in front of the heart. And as we embrace tiger, we embrace all of life with courage. And then let's return to the mountain. Palms connect so we remember we're grounded. And we're going to do another dragon. This is called spiraling dragon. And this particular exercise is wonderful for our joints. It gets your whole body going. So let's start with the palm down. The thumb is facing the screen. And then we rotate so the thumb faces down. And then the thumb faces behind us, kind of like gathering starlight a little bit. But we're going to come across the body. We go overhead. We reach out. And then awareness of your pinky finger as we bring the pinky finger towards the belly. We brush the side of our body with the pinky. We spiral the hand. Now the pinky is facing the front of the screen. We come up and then we bring it in towards the navel. Hand brushes the waist, reaching behind. Inhale. Imagine you have a pearl in your palm and you don't want to drop it. Now, I like to watch my hand. So that involves my whole spine. There's a little bit of an arch and then a little bit of a fold. And when you get this movement, I invite you to loosen it up, shift your weight to one side, follow the hand. The weight follows the hand. And my hips are involved, my knees, my ankles. Let's do two more this side. spiraling through the celestial sea as we fly through the Milky Way. That's what the Chinese call the Milky Way, the celestial sea. I love that. And then bring the pinky finger in towards your navel. We're going to reverse. So palm is up. We go out to the side, palm up overhead, reach to the other side. And here we spiral in front of our body. So palm is up, bringing fingers in, big spiral for the wrist, and inhale and exhale. Breathe into your shoulder. Maybe you can reach a little bit more, find a little more space. And then let's think about our elbow. Those elbows are spiraling. Inhale. Awareness on your elbow. And then onto the wrist. There's a saying in Chinese. I don't speak a lot of Chinese, but this one is Yi Dao Qi Dao, which means where the awareness goes, the energy flows. Let's do two more. Whole loose body. Imagine your dragon tail moving behind you. And good. Now let's put our arms to the side and think about if you feel a difference from one arm to the other. The arm that just did the spiraling dragon feels, wow, like 4 inches longer. I don't think it is, but it feels like it. There's more space. So let's balance it out with the other side. Palm down, thumb to the back, bringing across, holding the pearl, inhaling and exhaling. And I I feel this in my hips. There's a little spiral happening in my belly, my hips. And then when I bring my awareness to my knees, I can sense my knees spiraling around and even my ankles. Opens the chest and then opens the back. Let's do two more this side. Mystical, magical qualities of the dragon. And then let the little pinky finger touch your navel. Find a wiggle, wobble. We're really working the joints. When we watch our hand, our neck is involved as well. Let's reach out, up overhead, watching the hand, and then watching the spiral as you bring it in. Inhale and exhale. Bring your awareness to your shoulder, finding more space, gently rolling the ball in the socket. And then your elbow, a little subtle, but we can sense it. You can see it moving. And then the wrist. Remember that little pearl. Don't want to drop the pearl. Whole body goes. Let's do three more. And there's really no wrong. Once you find it, it's just a continuous, beautiful movement. Last one. And do a little spontaneous movement. See how everything feels. Stay here for 10 seconds, checking it all out. Hope you're feeling looser. I am. As we age, we want to keep flexibility, keep the joints lubricated. And then let's return to tree. Toes forward, knees bent, Tail down, relaxed belly, feeling that sense of being pulled up. So we tuck our chin like a golden thread, lifting you towards heaven, but the roots reaching towards the center of the earth. Let's do our 3 points of focus. First is the spine, deep, slow breath. Relax as you exhale. And smile to yourself, conscious breath. Sense your body filling up with air. And let it go. Let it go. And let's breathe in love. Love for yourself, compassion for yourself. Smile to your mind. And holding the energies of love and compassion, slowly absorb. Let the body go soft as you bring the hands down, filling every cell of your being with love and compassion. Let's embrace tiger. Nice, slow movement. Qigong is the grandmother of Tai Chi. So think about moving Tai Chi slowly. Let's gather from the earth. We might have released some old energies, old thoughts, but here we refresh ourselves with the energy of healthy soil, new beginnings. And we reach out to nature's medicines and up to heaven. And bathe yourselves with natural medicine, teas, herbs, bark, food. Dive deep, find minerals, metals, vitamins. Draw them up your legs, through your core, into your heart. Ooh, we're going to have a full moon. Solstices soon. Wow. Reaching for the wisdom of the moon and the vitality of the sun. Bathe yourself. Slow breathing. Let's reach deep into the earth, drawing water to flush our bodies of chemicals and toxins. Let's reach up to the heavens, gathering the wisdom of all time and the wisdom of our ancestors. Soften your face to receive. Mind is soft, absorbing. So is the heart. And let's do one more as we bring fresh energy into our being. I like to imagine them gathering all the stars in the sky, including my star. Each of us has a star, and we bathe ourselves with our own uniqueness, our own wisdom. Let's place the hands on the heart. So we've gathered the yin and the yang. We've gathered from earth and heaven. And now it does a dance in our heart. It moves. And so this movement is considered an alchemy, creating medicine from our bodies, creating balance and harmony. So place one foot forward. Let's circulate this medicine. My weight is on my back leg. It's slightly bent. I inhale up into my shoulders, and I imagine rivers of electricity flowing down my arms into my fingertips and even beyond my fingertips. Notice what that feels like. And then I harness the energy of nature, all the healing, shifting the weight to the back leg. And let's bathe the core. My back leg is bent. And then let's bathe the leg, the joints, the knees, the ankles, the knuckles of the toes. Inhale as you draw energy up out of the earth, right into your heart. Send it down the arms, slow, coordinating movement with breath. And the energy of all the animals that we love in nature. We're all connected. So we bathe ourselves with their wisdom. Bathing the hip, thigh, bathe your foot with love. Fresh energy rises up through you like a geyser. And this is called inner rivers flowing. We're circulating energy, making sure the rivers of blood and lymph, synovial fluid, all the fluids in our bodies are flowing vigorously like a healthy river, not a dried up creek. Last time, inhale up. And let's bring it up through the heart, through the head, like a geyser, releasing pain, illness. Let's bring the hands to the heart. Inhale. And we shift the weight forward. Remember that image of energy flowing from your heart through your shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers, out. And inhale, bring it back. We'll bathe this side of the core, sending healing energy to your joints, your muscles, your toes, your foot. Inhale up. Exhale, moving slowly, gracefully, as if you were underwater in slow motion. I like that little stretch in the hamstring. You can even send love and healing out to those who need it, but never depleting yourself. You always want to harness fresh energy. And then let's heal our bodies. I like to imagine white light coming out of my palms when I do this. Let's do one more and then we'll be a geyser again. Exhale, sensing fingertips. And then inhale, sending love and healing to our bodies, our hearts, our joints, our bones. And then let's come all the way up. Smile to your mind, big flush of the mind. And then surround yourself with white light. Let's embrace tiger. Return to the mountain. So palms are stretched wide, facing the earth. Toes are, the feet are absorbing the earth energy, hands absorbing the earth energy. Rooted and grounded. And then let's bring our fingertips, little fingers in, palms face out. We're going to store energy. So let's go down and we rise up, gathering from the three treasures, earth, life, and heaven. And let's bathe our blood with fresh energy. So soften. The blood is being purified, energized. And it's like we have a spade or a shovel. And then let's rise up. And let's bathe our lymph. Lymph lives under our skin. It carries nutrients, it takes away nutrients. Relax, feel your body soften. And then let's bathe our organs. So smile to your mind. Imagine freshness, spaciousness coming in. Eyes, ears, nose, lungs, heart, all the four organs in your body. And let the energy flow down your legs. And this time, we're bathing our joints. This is probably the oldest Qigong exercise that we know about. Bathing ourselves, our neck, our shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, ankles, knuckles. You can imagine the ancients doing this at sunrise or sunset, gathering that energy of the new day or the blessings of a day well lived. This is also called storing chi, marrow bathing is what I really like. So this time, let's bathe our bones. Imagine strong, healthy bones. Bones hold you up. And then the final one, we're going to bathe the marrow of our bones. So this substance that's very precious, encased in the hardest part of our being. And let's go really slow here. So bathing the marrow in our skull, in the neck bones, shoulders. Relax, feel like you're sinking. Bathing the marrow of our bones. Let it flow down. Where can you release? Where can you soften a little more? And then let's embrace tiger, embrace everything that comes at me. Bring your hands to your heart. And we're going to trace the energy meridians, the big ones, the yin and yang ones. So I like to tap. This is our self massage of the day. We come up to the lungs and heart, get energy to flow. Tap your neck, your chin. Close your mouth as you tap your lips. Think about gums and teeth, and then your nose and your sinuses. Close your eyes, tap your eyes. Hang out here. What do you see? You know, all of us were in the, most of us were in the 60s and 70s. There was some psychedelic stuff happening. I love light shows. And then come to your third eye and smile and thank your intuition. Deep breath here. Open it up. And then onto your head, your brain. Thank you, brain. Tip the neck forward, tap your back of your neck. And then onto the top of your shoulders. Let's tap our armpits. And then as high as you can, adrenal glands coming down. Thank you, kidneys. Thank you, spine. Thank you, hips. Thank you, glutes. And I like to slap. My thumb is on the outside of my leg, fingers on the backside. Thank you, knees. Thank you, calves. Thank you, feet coming around. Tap your toes, tap your arch. Thank you, ankle. Come up. Thank your knees. My thumbs are now on the inside of my leg. Thank you, lower organs. And then return to the heart. One arm out, and then tap your armpit. Underside of the arm. That's the yin, the shadowy side, like the back of our body is the yin. And then the top of your arm, that's the yang. The front of our body is the yang side, and the back of our body is the yin. Tap your neck, tap your ear, temple. Come through your third eye. Temple, ear, neck. And then onto the heart and lungs, palm down. Thank you, arm. Thank you, elbow. Thank you, wrist. Thank you, fingers. Thank you, arm. Thank you, neck. Thank you, ear, temple, third eye, temple, ear, and neck. Let's do a big gather. Gathering optimal health. Let's embrace tiger, cross wrist, bring it right in. And then relax and give your body a hug. Close your eyes, have a moment. Thank you, body. Notice how you feel. Where can you soften? Do you have that inner smile? And then relax and release. Shake it out. And I'm going to have a seat. We're going to end today with some breath work and a reading. If you have some water or some tea nearby, now is a good time to take a little fluids. And we can do our 3 points of focus seated. So remember, the first one's for the spine. So if you're slumping, you want to lengthen. You can do this when you're at the computer or driving in a car. And the second point of focus is to have a conscious deep breath. And lastly, we can, it's for the mind. We observe, or we can bring in intention, maybe bringing in clarity. And I chose a reading today. I read Taoist texts every day, and they're just like lovely ways, lovely thoughts about how to live your life. This one is called 365 Tao Daily Meditations by Deng Ming Dao, who I've studied with. He was the first Taoist I read back in 1998. The Wandering Taoist. He's a lovely, kind of fun series to read. My introduction to Taoism was fictional, and I loved it. And anyhow, this one is called Learning. Learning is the fountain of youth. No matter how old you are, you mustn't stop growing. Don't think that creativity is only for artists, writers, and musicians. Creativity is an essential element for everyone. Unlike outer directed creativity of making art, solving problems, or writing, the creativity that everyone can engage in is learning. As long as we continue to learn, welcome new ideas and ways of doing things, and continually expand our understanding of ourselves and the world around us, then we are engaging in the ultimate creativity of the self, like creating our lives. If one looks carefully at the seniors who are ongoing and vital participants in life, one will see that a common habit is continuous learning and interest. These seniors are not the same as they were in their youth. They have found new ways of learning and acting. As we enter each new phase of our lives, the parameters change. If we're 60, we cannot do the same activities we did as teenagers. Therefore, we need to revamp ourselves according to our situation. The continuing act of creativity keeps us young. And in Chinese medicine, creativity is associated with the heart. So when we create, it makes us our hearts happy. And it can be as simple as arranging food on a plate or making a flower arrangement, making your bed, just creating your life. Let's place our hands on our knees. You can't see mine. And we're going to end today with a little bit of breathing. And this is called whale breath. And we hold the breath. And so let's take a deep breath together and hold. And imagine you're a whale. You can close your eyes if you like. And imagine that air holding the breath, but going down into your body, to your tail. And then tip your chin up, and we're going to exhale with like a whale spout. Let's do it again. Inhale together. Hold the breath. Feel the tightness in the ribs, the chest, the belly. Hold it. Imagine you're diving deep into the water, swimming. But then it's time to come up. We tip our chins up and we exhale. Deep breath in. And let's hold and imagine we're swimming. I have swum with whales. They are the chillest animals I've ever encountered. They're chill. They don't waste energy. They're wise. They're considered the wisdom keepers. Let's come up to the surface. Inhale. And if you want, you can let your head go down. You can imagine you're swimming, holding the breath. Our communication skills are excellent. We can talk to each other across the globe. We take care of our young, swim in pods. And we are the oldest mammals on the planet. Let's swim up to the surface. Let's just do two more. I like that image of the air moving through my core, down my legs into my feet, and being there, relaxing, holding the breath, being happy with that. And then let's come up, let it go. Last one, smile to your mind. And imagine you dive deep into the still, cool, dark waters. Hold, just hold for maybe 10 more counts. Whenever you're ready, you let it go. That's 10 for me. And when you're finished, and no hurry, take a slow, long, deep breath. Notice the length and the quality. Notice how you feel. Holding the breath is really good for us. It produces nitric oxide in our brain, laughing gas. Also calms our nervous system, strengthens our lungs, makes us feel maybe a little spacey. And then we have to close the class. Our time has come to an end together. But let's take one palm and imagine we have the past, our past, and the other hand is our future, the unknown. And let's let it all go as if we were holding water. None of it matters. And we bring our hands to the heart in prayer. And we honor the present moment. And take a deep breath, breathing it in. And then give yourself a bow. And then I honor all of you. Thank you so much for playing Qigong with me this morning. And I'm going to stop the recording and then we can talk about it if you like, if you have questions or ahas. But thank you for joining me. Sorry, let me get it, close it. There it is.